Hello and welcome back to my channel. However, if you're new here, my name is Dawn and it is lovely to have you here. So today I'm recording in my bedroom because the lighting is just terrible. So this is the best I can do. I'm really sorry. This video is going to be very different from my normal styling try-ons. Today I'm going to be talking to you about savings. So my personal background in regards to savings, I used to love to spend, and if I'd save for something, I'd save for a short-term goal, and once I've reached it, I'd use up that money. I had no proper regard for savings, especially long-term. And then I started working in retail banking, and I then realized so much more the importance of saving, and especially for long-term savings. So in regards to retail banking, I currently do not work in retail banking, so everything that I'm sharing with you is from a personal point of view and not a professional point of view. If you do require some advice, please seek professional advice in regards to savings and different investments options. While working in retail banking, I undertook various tasks such as opening bank accounts, talking to clients about the different products that we offered. I also handled cash, and I was also fortunate enough to work in telephone banking. So that is my background. And yeah, through doing that, I grew to appreciate money and to think about money in a different way, basically. So that is why I've decided to share this information with you, especially because even in my group of friends and family, there are some people who come and they ask me different information, and some information that they ask me is very basic information that I think that everyone knows. But of course, because I've been exposed to certain things, I'd feel like it's general knowledge, even if it's not general knowledge. So I feel like this video is going to be very important for someone who wants to start saving, especially in 2021, because we are coming towards the end of 2020. So I'm going to be looking at my phone because I've got some notes on my phone. I've got 10 different tips that I want to give you. So I'm going to start now. The first and the second tip are linked. They are both in regards to Monzo accounts and IFTT app. Through the Monzo account, you can use the IFTT, which is If This Then That, which is an app which you'd have to give permission to access your account and do various tasks for you. So if you do not want that to give that access, then these two options are not for you. So the first option is the £1 challenge, which is you save £1 on the first week of the year. So the second week of the year you save £2, third week you save £3, and it goes right through to week 52 when you save £52. This saving option gives you, at the end of the year, you'll get over £1,000 in savings. And if, for example, you can start at any time of the year. So if you started and we are in week 40 of the year, then you would save £40 for that week, but it's a great saving option. The IFTT app does it for you. It moves the money from your current account into the savings pots for you, so you don't have to do anything. You don't even need to think about it. And it's quite useful, but a lot of people couldn't afford this. So Skin Dad couldn't afford that, so they decided to start this 1p challenge, which with the 1p challenge you save £670 in a year. And I did that last year. I started it right before Christmas, and towards this Christmas I got my money, and it was so nice to have that money because I could use it for Christmas shopping. So yes, I'm so glad that I joined it last year. So with this challenge, it's daily. So you save 1p on day 1, 2p on day 3, 2p on day 2, 3p on day 3, and it goes right through to day 365, the normal year, where you save £3.65. And yeah, those are the first two. The third one is saving £20 a week, which some people, you'd spend that on takeaway, so you really wouldn't. I don't feel like a lot of people would struggle as much with this one either. And with this one, you'd save £1,000 and £1,040 in a year, which is a good savings saving money pot or starting point anyways. The third option is saving £100 a month, which is going to be £1,200 per month. And all of these savings options, I just want to say, they are, some people will say it's just a little bit of money, it's too little to save to do a big impact. But I think that when you start small, you'll be able to grow. Whereas if you save a lot of money and you really can't afford to save that much money, you will be more tempted to dip into that savings account. And right now we are trying to build saving patterns that you can continue and that are going to be long lasting, and they will make an impact. You know, if you're able to save £1,000 every year, in 10 years it will be £10,000, you know, and some interest, because the interest rate isn't quite great, so you'd have interest on top of that. But it's good. It's good enough if you are a beginner. So point number 5 is consider opening a regular savings account. So with the regular savings account, your bank would move money from, you basically open a different savings account, which is going to be called a regular savings account, and you will save a specific amount of money. They do have a maximum that you can save, because with these accounts you get a better interest rate. So with this account, the bank would move the money from your normal current account to the regular savings account monthly for you, and at the end of the year you would get the interest. So the interest is only paid out at the end of the year when you complete it. So once you are at the end of it, do not transfer the money yourself, because you will lose some of the interest. So leave the money there and your bank will move it for you once they've paid you the interest. Point number 6 is, I know a lot of parents who actually save money for their children in their accounts, in their savings accounts. They do this because they don't want to go through the hassle of opening a child's account or maintaining a child's account, because you do need to check frequently your statements to make sure there are no activities that you have not authorized, you know. So some people don't want to do this. However, I suggest you do open a children's account, or no, I suggest you think about opening a children's account, because children's accounts generally offer better interest, you know. So think about that. Option number 7, 8 and 9 I've paired together, I should think. 7 is about doing a savings through work. So some workplaces offer savings or options to purchase shares at work, and this is done before you actually pay tax. So this will mean that you are able to save money tax-free, and long term, you know, because you haven't received this money yet, you'll just get used to getting a lower salary. It will just feel okay for you. I'm going to come back to that point when I cover point number 10. So that's the first option, point number 7. Number 8 is looking into your pension funds, making sure that you've got a decent pension fund, and you actually put in extra money if you can, especially because when you do put in this money, you are not paying tax on it. It's tax-free, so it reduces your tax when you pay tax. So it's a good option. Number 9 is looking at insurance policies. You know, even through work, some workplaces also offer insurance, life insurance, and different sorts of insurances. So look into that, especially life insurance if you've got children or loved ones that you want to protect just in case something happens to you, and they'll be going through the loss of course losing you, but on top of this they'll now have financial obligations that you were probably covering. So look into insurance. And then the last thing is to set up standing orders to set up standing orders to pay for your savings before you actually get into your account on payday. So this is going towards the saving pots that you set up with work. So while studying, I did a module in behavioral finance, and there's this loss aversion that happens. So if you get paid £2,000, for instance, and you get paid £2,000, you get used to living on £2,000. So when you need to save money, it's harder for you because you are used to getting £2,000, you know. However, if you get £2,000 and you set up a standing order to pay £200 into a savings account, before you even get up to check your account and stuff, you get used to living on this 1.8. So when it comes to savings, you don't even feel like you're saving any money because you're already used to living on 1.8. So point number 10 basically is saying that in terms of your income, you will plan it out, not even considering this £200 that you've put towards your savings. If you don't do that and then you are paying that out a different time, especially because you are saving for the future, you know, the future, sometimes when you think about the future, it seems so distant. You worry about the now. So when it is time for you to pay this £200, it's harder for you because you feel a loss. You feel like you've lost this £200 because it was £200 that you had. Whereas it's exactly the same thing. You are still paying £200, it's just different times, but the way that your brain works and the way that you behave, it makes it seem different. So those are my tips. I hope you will find these tips useful, and please let me know if you did, if you'd like me to do future videos that are going to be around savings, maybe something else. Let me know in the comments. I do enjoy looking at saving options, looking at how I can plan for my future, you know. So yeah, let me know. It's very important that you live a life that is fulfilled, and you also think about the future, because if you are used to living a certain standard of lifestyle, however you don't save for this lifestyle later on in life, it tends to get a bit difficult, you know. In my personal life, I've seen different people in the spectrum. I've seen people who have not necessarily thought about pension and savings and so forth, and when they do get to retirement age, they are struggling to make ends meet, and at that point you can't get a second job, you can get another job, but you've retired. You want to enjoy your retirement life, you want to enjoy, you know, certain things, but you can't because you do not have enough money to live. And I've also seen people that have had a lot of money saved up. They are finished paying for their mortgages, they don't have any loans, their kids are all grown up, they are not maintaining any children, and they've got a lump sum in terms of their pension. They've got a great pension pot that regularly gives them enough money to live and more, and they're living their best lives in their retirement years. And that is what I'm trying to aim towards, you know. So yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and please let me know what you think in the comment section. I would love to hear from you, and I wish you all the best in 2021. Bye.